This is 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello and welcome to 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com. I'm Dima Kostenko, and to help you and me with language today is Kate Collin.
Hello.
Well, apart from working together, Kate and I both have something else in common. We both live in London, a buzzing capital city that's no place for you if all you long for is calm, peace and quiet. Of course, there are many pros and cons of living in a big city like London.
Oh, I like that expression, pros and cons. It means advantages as well as disadvantages of something. Or to put it in even simpler words, both the good and the not-so-good sides.
Okay, let's first of all think why living in a city can be a good thing. Let's think about the pros.
Well, London has so many pros. There's just so much going on, including art, theatre, music, everything you can think of, in fact.
That's right, and also London is a very multicultural, multinational city, so you can get easily exposed to all sorts of different cultures from all around the world within the city.
Yes, there are some incredible restaurants. And also, let's not forget the shopping. You can buy whatever you want in London from all over the world.
And of course, London is a huge educational centre. There are plenty of universities, colleges and different schools. Okay, that's, I think, a nice positive list we've got here, Kate. But surely there must be things about London that many people don't like all that much.
Well, I have to say, the worst part of my day is commuting to and from work. There are so many people, it's not a pleasant experience.
Yes, and of course another thing about London is the weather. It can really be very, very unsettled sometimes.
Yes, the grey dreariness of London isn't one of my favourite parts of living here. But also another thing, because of the sheer number of people living here, is the noise pollution.
Yes, noise pollution, which is a widely used term. Can you explain what it means, Kate?
Yes, it's a term describing the amount and loudness of the unpleasant, sometimes even disruptive sound produced by too many people, too much traffic and so on.
Apparently, noise pollution is one of the main causes of stress suffered by city dwellers just about everywhere in the world. And here in London, some experts have come up with the idea of reducing that in 8 urban areas. In a moment, we'll hear from one of the experts. But first, we'll need to get to grips with some key vocabulary. So it's over to you, Kate.
OK, well, first of all, the word combination, screening from the noise. This means building special shields or screens that will stop the unwanted sounds reaching you directly. They'll protect you from too much noise. Next, traffic calming. This means taking steps to limit the number of cars in an area, as well as to prevent them from moving too fast. Then we'll hear a nice phrasal verb, to green up, meaning to plant more trees, flowers and other types of vegetation. And vegetation, of course, simply means plants in general.
Thanks, Kate. OK, back to the story. One of the 8 areas that we mentioned earlier is near the Monument, right in the middle of the city of London. And here comes this week's question for you, Kate. What measures do you think the experts propose in order to bring more quiet to the area around the monument? Is it A, screening from the noise, B, traffic calming, C, greening the area up, or D, all of the above?
Well, I would say one of the main problems with noise pollution in the centre of the city is traffic, so I'm going to go for B, traffic calming.
OK, that's a good guess. Let's listen to check your answer.
Things that we're looking at are possibly screening from the noise, first of all, trying to eliminate the noise by traffic calming, looking at the types of vehicles, the noise from vehicles, and also perhaps greening the area up a bit with trees, with vegetation, that type of thing as well.
So the idea is to eliminate the noise by introducing all 3 measures, which means I was nearly right. At least I got one of them.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear that the idea now has official backing from London's Mayor Boris Johnson. Speaking just 2 weeks ago, the Mayor talked about improving the areas of rest, or as he put it, places of calm and repose. He also mentioned 3 more ways of keeping London quieter, including one that concerns London's busiest airport, Heathrow. What are they? Let's listen to find out. And here's some vocabulary that might come in handy.
A siren is a warning device that produces a loud wailing sound. To bring in means to introduce or to put in service. And expansion is a noun that means becoming bigger in size or numbers.
Here's Boris Johnson.
We're reducing noise by making sure that the police only use their sirens when they have to, by bringing in a new, lighter, quieter bus for London, stopping the expansion of Heathrow so you won't have so many planes flying over London, and of course we want to improve places of calm and repose.
So the three measures that the Mayor mentions are using sirens less, introducing new, quieter buses, and stopping the expansion of Heathrow Airport so there aren't so many planes flying over the city.
Sounds sensible to me. And as ever, you can find out more about this and other related stories online by following the links from bbclearningenglish.com. Also, if you have ever lived in a noisy city yourself and are up for a challenge, try to come up with a noise reduction plan for that city, using some or all of today's key vocabulary.
That sounds like a great idea. Well, today we've heard pros and cons, noise pollution, screening from the noise, traffic calming, greening up, vegetation, sirens, expansion, and bringing in.
Thanks, Kate. And that's all we have time for today. Until next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.